So today we are starting, this is the first video that's going to be a series of maybe 8 to 12 vocabulary videos. This year in 5th grade you're going to learn a lot of new math vocabulary, and so we're going to have a specific series to just address that. Today's vocabulary is going to be covering representing and comparing rational numbers. So this is all of the vocab that I'm talking about. And today we're going to focus on just this far left column, representing and comparing rational numbers. Now we've already been going over this, right? Place value. This is a very, very, very important term. You need to know, no matter what digit, right? These are all these dashes. These are all digits. Those are digits within a number, okay? You need to know the value of every digit. And we can see that place values, they're cyclical, right? They are always in groups of three, groups of three, groups of three, okay? So 576, all right. Well, let's add the thousands. Let's add this thousands place value. 1,576 or 31,576. 431,576. And again, if you can read three numbers, you can read any number as many digits as it is. It doesn't matter. You can read 829. Well, that's 829. And notice, this is in the millions, right? So the first three, second three, third three digits. 829,431,576. Okay. Place value. Very important. Again, this is foundational. Foundational. It's hard to talk about numbers if we don't know which digits we're talking about and comparing. So not only do we have positive numbers or whole numbers here on the left side of the decimal, we also have three specific digits we're going to talk about on the right side of the decimal. This is the tenths place, the hundredths place, and the thousandths place. Okay, notice all of these, THS, tenths, hundredths, thousandths place. Okay, so 829,431, and this period, this decimal is always called and, 576 thousandths. Interesting enough, it's pretty cool. If we're looking at decimals, okay, we just have to know which digit the last decimal is in. So this is in the tenths digit. So 0.7, 7 tenths. What does that equal? That's like 7 out of 10. Okay, it's the tenths place, so we can say 7 out of 10. And then later this year we're going to talk about fractions. 7 tenths. 7 tenths, okay? Same thing. 7 tenths is the exact same thing as saying 7 out of 10. And notice this. Notice this. The second digit is the hundredths place. 25 hundredths. Okay, so that's like a quarter. 25 cents out of 100 cents, which is $1. 25 hundredths. 25 out of 100, and then the fraction form, 25 out of 100. 368 thousandths. Just like this is 7 out of 10, 25 out of 100. Well, look, 368 out of 1,000. Okay? Out of 1,000, 368 out of 1,000. I want you to please be conscious that any decimal is less than 1. Okay? Decimals are less than 1. The next vocab, let me go back here. I want to highlight. This is the word, decimals. Not only are we talking place value now, we're talking about decimals. Numbers to the right of the decimal point, here's the decimal point, are less than the value of 1. These numbers represent a part of the whole. They don't represent the whole number, they represent a part of the whole. All right. Next term, greatest to least. So when we're arranging, when we're comparing numbers, greatest to least is arranging a list of numbers in order from biggest, greatest, largest, to smallest, or least, or the fewest amount. So we have these numbers. 3,000, 25, 450, 2,999, etc. Greatest to least. Notice each number gets smaller as you go down. And I want you to see this. We can look at 32, or 320, 302, 299, 174. Okay, look at this. It's just 45, and that's just 5. You don't have to look at the full number when you're comparing and ordering numbers. You start on the left side and you see which numbers are biggest. Okay? 3,000, 3,000. Nope, those are bigger than 2,000 and 1,000. All right? So this is just, you start on the left side and you compare the number. So similar to greatest to least, but opposite, is least to greatest. When you arrange a list of numbers, okay, in order from smallest to biggest, okay, from fewest to most, from least to greatest, this same number list, okay, is now backwards. Notice, 5, right, if we add a 0 here, is less than, 5 is less than 45. 45, if we add a 0 here, is less than 174. 174 is less than 299, less than 302, less than 320. You don't have to look at the entire number necessarily when you're comparing numbers. You start on the left-hand side, and then you compare from there. Okay? I want to show you, we have 4 digits, 4 digits, 4 digits, 4 digits, 4 digits, 4 digits. We can always add zeros to the left of a number. It's not a big deal. Add zeros, you can keep your column straight, and it'll help you in the end. Very important symbols, less than and greater than. This symbol means less than. It's used to compare numbers, right? So, when you're reading this symbol, notice, 1 point is less than 2 points. Okay? When we read from left to right. So read this symbol from left to right. 1, right, is less than. Okay? Less than. So 1 is less than 2. 500, right? 500 is less than 1,000. That's all this symbol means, is less than. Okay? Notice, the alligator, if you want to look at an alligator mouth, the alligator always eats the bigger number. It always eats the bigger number. Greater than. Reading, again, reading from left to right. Greater than 2 points, 1, 2, is greater than 1 point. 2 is greater than 1. 1,000 is greater than 500. Just like the last example. Okay? The alligator always eats the bigger number. And we read from left to right. 2 is greater than 1. 2 is greater than 1. Okay? And then looking at this, these are just examples of less than and greater than. Everybody, thank you so much for watching these videos. It's a pleasure to make them. Please let me know what I can do for you, and have a great day.